The College All-Star Game happened this weekend, and we learned a lot from it. I'm going to take you inside everything from the coaches to the players to watch and what it means that this exists. Locked On Women's Basketball starts now.
You are Locked On Women's Basketball, your daily podcast on women's basketball. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hi, everyone, and happy Wednesday to you. I am Howard Megdal, host of Locked On Women's Basketball. Delighted that you made us your first listen every day. Just an incredible audience showing out for us throughout March. North of 300,000 of you listening. 2.6 million of you entering the Final Four. We're still waiting on those final numbers from Amazon for our bracket breakdown shows. Appreciate you. If you appreciate us, go ahead and subscribe to not just me, but the incredible work being done across the board at thenexthoops.com. $9 a month, $72 a year. You get every single one of our over 100 reported pieces and 6 podcasts a week direct into your inbox. thenexthoops.com. And yeah, Friday, Sunday, there were some Final Four games, that's for sure. We've covered those, continue to talk about those all week and what it all means. But on Saturday, something really significant happened as well. After an 18-year hiatus, the Collegiate All-Star Game resumed last year. This year was a combine, which is really significant. It matters that these prospects get looked at. There were folks from front offices across the board in the arena, from the Sparks, from the Sun, from the Winds, you name it. And these players who deserve their turn to be able to be seen properly, a lot of them in one place, got the chance to play. So we're going to take you through segment 1. I spoke to Cheryl Miller and Meyers Drysdale, who coached and assistant coached one of the teams. Pretty remarkable, interesting stuff from Team Cheryl. All about the many ways in which they help give back and grow the game. Any chance I talk to Cheryl Miller and Meyers Drysdale, I'm also going to do it. Segment 2, we're going to focus specifically on Harmoni Turner, who played in the game, who's been on the podcast, who matters. I keep telling you this, hasn't changed. Harmoni needs a spot. She should be picked in the WNBA draft. Boy, you get her in the camp, you'll see what you get with Harmoni Turner. Segment 3, some more players to watch. I don't want you to miss out. I spoke to Lucy Olsen, Dazia, and Diamond Miller, the MVP. How many years I'm going to keep telling you about that Philly product? I'm going to keep telling you forever. Okay, so let's get into it. First, let's hear from Cheryl. Let's hear from Annie. I'm Howard Megdal. You're listening to Locked On Women's Basketball.
There we go.
No, you won't.
And Meyers Drysdale is here. Again, I'm not bothering with the resume. You people know. You have to know. You have a couple of things going on. You're still coming here to coach. What is it about your need to give back to the game that brings you to a day like this?
I think the relationships, the fact that Cheryl asked me to help be an assistant coach with her and Cynthia Cooper, but Cheryl Miller, I mean, I've known her since she was 18, and she's a little sister to me, and I have so much respect for her, and she's an unbelievable coach. She is an amazing person that really gets to the heart of these kids. And, you know, I said it even when I was broadcasting her games. Nobody plays with the passion that she plays with. Mm-hmm. And she's a Pied Piper. I mean, kids, everybody is drawn to her. And the only other person that I've seen throughout my career is Diana Taurasi, that has that kind of personality. But Cheryl off the court, she just is so heartwarming, and people just embrace her because she embraces everybody else. But her knowledge of the game, and it's just not the X's and O's, it's how she makes those players feel, these young women, and they have so much fun. So I'll give you an example that I just sit and watch. So we were at the Combine yesterday. Yeah. They played 4 or 5 hours, the skill work and scrimmaging and so forth. So we had the first practice about 15 minutes later. So she calls everybody into the center court and she says, you know, you guys have really good skills, but I don't know about your conditioning. So we're going to line up on the baseline and do suicides. And their faces just dropped after about 5 hours. And she backs up and just starts laughing. And the kids, you could see the kids like, oh, we're going to have fun.
Right.
And she has that knack of understanding the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to be serious. She'll make it easy to them. Just relax. In the huddles, she's telling them to breathe, have fun. And she's just such a joy to be around. I have so much respect for her.
Every player I talked to was over the moon at the chance to be able to work with you. What did you want to impart to them?
I don't know if it's me so much. Honestly, it's again the people that being with Cheryl and Alicia and Cynthia, their knowledge of the game and just being able to work together.
Mm-hmm.
I love being around the kids because they are trying to learn the game. I am too. I'm still trying to understand because it's such a different game for them. And Cheryl has talked about putting them in the right position where they're successful. And that's all you want for them. It's their time. It's their opportunity to shine and to be able to go on. And whatever that journey is going to be, whether it's in basketball or the people that you meet because of the game that they had such a passion for.
I would be remiss not to ask you about, in light of UCLA's run, your run to the 1978 AIAW title. Can you just take me through how meaningful it was for you? I know you're a proud Bruin, and we've talked about this, to be able to see the program reach these type of heights again, and how often you thought about your run in the midst of seeing it happen.
Well, and I give so much credit to Corey Close and her staff, Pam Walker and the coaches, and them recognizing that. The players, as I said, it's their time. This UCLA 2025 team, they were a bunch of sisters that really came together. The 2 losses to USC and then come back and beat USC in the Big Ten tournament. But I just think having such a joy to watch them. They had so much fun, didn't care who was doing what. And they brought that history back to 1978 and 1979. They were back-to-back Final Fours teams with Billy Moore as our coach. And, so Denise Curry was our leading scorer. Anita Ortega, Diana Frierson, and Beth Moore, and Denise Corlett. Those names, it was a team. And it wasn't just me. And I know a lot of people will talk about me, which is, I'm so humbled and honored to do that. But you don't win with one person. And but it all started at the top with Billy Moore.
No doubt about it. And Meyers Drysdale, always a pleasure. Thanks you for
Howard.
your time. I'm not going to insult you with the resume. It's Cheryl Miller. That's all you need to know.
Thank you.
Coach today.
Coach
right?
today.
So can you take me through, I'm watching you. You don't let a foul go. You don't let anything go. There is no exhibition game in your world. Is that right?
It starts out that way, and then it gets real serious. It probably one of the reasons why I'm not coaching anymore, because as much as I love the game, it's trying to play a perfect game in an imperfect world. So it's been fun, and I truly enjoyed myself today.
Having Coach Berber with you, having
man.
Annie with you. I mean, just this all-star team of coaching. All the players I talked to were in awe of how much they were able to learn. What is the one thing you're trying to teach in that short scenario?
It's interesting because there's so much pressure on them. They want to be perfect. They want to get everything right. The main thing going into the combine is that you're not going to lose an opportunity. It's a journey. You've got to take your time, be a sponge, and appreciate and listen. Listen to everything, and trust your instincts, and you're only going to get better. And they started at such a young age. You've been doing this since you could remember. You've wanted to hit the key shot or make that big block or make that great pass, but I just wanted them to still be in love with the game.
When you saw these players today, you know what it takes to play at the next level. What was sort of the biggest thing that stuck out about one of your players today?
Shoot.
I know that's hard to put on the spot.
It's very difficult. What was, I think, really helped my staff. Okay, Annie and Cooper, myself, and also Burbs, was the fact that we were able to watch them in the combine and kind of get a gist of what they were about. More so, not their skill level, but their heart and their head and their motor, and that's what's important to me. And then once we got them in practice and started running them through, and put them in the positions that they've always excelled in, and let the game come to them. It was easy to see just how much they were passionate and wanted to win, but wanted to show everybody that we may not be in the top 15 of the draft picks, but we're still great players.
18 years with this not happening. So overdue. How important do you think it is for WNBA teams to be able to see this, for coaches to be able to get this opportunity, for this to exist?
It's a long time overdue, but I'm the type of person that doesn't really like to look in the rear view mirror unless I'm driving, but to just keep it moving forward. To have the opportunity, I can't say this enough. That's my soul sister number one is Meyers Drysdale, who I've learned so much from on and off the court. To sit next to her and to hear her barking games and barking orders and, hey, I see this, I see that, and making the slight adjustments. But she does it in such a way that it's not overpowering. It's almost motherly, and it's in a still and small voice that the kids can absorb. And that's what makes it exciting for me.
What's the number one thing you haven't been asked about today that you want to make sure you share with us?
Hey, do I want to get back into coaching? And no!
Thank you.
Locked On Women's Basketball is brought to you by BetterHelp. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp, and I want you to take care of your mental health because it's just as important as taking care of your physical health. But traditional in-person therapy can be expensive, often ranging from $100 to $250 per session. That's where BetterHelp comes in. With online therapy, you get quality care at a price that makes sense, saving you time and money. Therapy isn't just for life's toughest moments. It can help with everyday stress, learning how to set boundaries, or developing positive coping skills. Having access to support when you need it can make a big difference. Your well-being is worth it. Visit BetterHelp.com/LockedOnNBA today to get $10% off your first month. Again, BetterHelp.com/LockedOnNBA today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/LockedOnNBA. Howard Megdal here, back talking about Harmoni Turner. Harmoni Turner, who had a season for the ages. I mean, if you follow Jen Hatfield and the work she's done at the Next, you know the explosion of 40-plus points helped Harvard advance past Princeton into the title game of the Ivy League tournament, where they ended up winning it all. 22.5 points per game as a senior. She got better and better and better. She extended how often she took threes and her efficiency at the same time. Senior year, north of 7 threes a game, 35.6% from beyond the arc. She got to the line consistently throughout her career, rebounds extraordinarily well for a guard, a wing. Her defense is elite. So we spoke to a couple people about her. We spoke, first of all, to Carrie Moore, head coach at Harvard, what it meant to have her and what it means for the Harvard program going forward. Always led to be able to talk to her. And we spoke to Nancy Lieberman, who has known Harmoni Turner for a very long time and shared what her arc is and what's ahead for her. So let's hear from these folks who know Harmoni Turner best. I am Howard Megdal. You are listening to Locked On Women's Basketball.
Here with Carrie Moore after a breakthrough season for Harvard. First of all, I want to talk today about Harmoni Turner, the All-Star game. What do you think she showed here today?
Yeah, I mean, I think she showed that she deserves to be here. I don't know how many total players were here, but she is definitely one of, the best seniors in the country. She did everything she needed to do. And, I think what transfers is just her tenacity, just her separators, her speed, her agility, her ability to get to spots on the floor, make others, better around her with her passing. And obviously what she does defensively. So really cool to just see her out here.
How much do you feel like it's vindication for the Harvard Women's Basketball Project as a whole?
Yeah.
Have a top 100 prospect come in, make the NCAA tournament, be on the radar of WNBA, basically showing in all the ways you can do it all here at Harvard.
Yeah, it means everything. I mean, these are conversations that Harm and I have had for 3 years, right? Like, why not Harvard? Why not us? And I'm telling you, if we can get the player, that is who she is, and also just the team that we have and have the success that we have, the entire world is going to just love it, right? They're going to love the story. They're going to love Harvard, and they're going to love our team. And we've essentially done everything that we've talked about, and to see it come to life is really cool.
In the weeks since your breakthrough to to reach the tournament like you have, what's been the single most surprising conversation you've had about it? Like somebody reaching out, anything like that?
Yeah, man, there's been so many. Holy crap. Just a flood of the influx of messages and DMs and emails. And the president of the university, the former president of the university, Charlie Baker, right? Everyone in this, women's basketball circle, like people that I've looked up to for so long, just stopping me saying, congratulations, love watching your team play. Like, it just means, it means the world to me, our staff, and obviously, to Harm. So just really soaking it up.
3-Bit Ivy is no longer just a hashtag, it was a reality.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there is a popular understanding finally of how good this league is?
For sure, yeah. I think, we proved all season long in the non-conference and in the Ivy League conference that we all belonged there. And I think you saw from 4 competitive games actually. It was just really cool to see it finally, happen for our league, because we've worked really hard to get to that point.
You sure have.
Yeah.
And then with Harmoni, just the final thing, what are you going to miss most about her as a player, having her on the roster?
Just her energy and her edge. No matter if she's playing well or not playing well, she's going to compete and she's going to play hard.
Yeah.
And she's going to try to bring others along with her. And I think that's definitely what we'll miss the most walking into the gym, this spring.
Coach, I appreciate
impressions of Harmoni.
Well, I've known Harmoni since she was about 4 years old, and I'm very close with her dad, and she's family to me. So for her to be here and be on the bench with me, it's an honor. And she's got so much talent. She's young and she's learning the game. She's willing to want to get to another level. And all these experiences mean, it means something, because you're learning another step in your career. So, she has me for whatever she needs or wants. But I told her I feel bad that she went to that school that's not accredited, Harvard. And she did go to Old Dominion. For her to go to Harvard is amazing, and amazing because the relationship she's going to have for the rest of her life. Harvard, they take care of each other, and it's amazing, and life's about relationships. And how do you not fall in love with Harmoni?
Right.
So she's got it all on all levels.
What's the backstory about how you kind of knew her family or got to know her in such a
I know Rocky. I know her daddy. We've done some stuff in the community together. We've been friends for a long time. And so, I've been tracking her for forever. And, here we are.
How do you think her game translates to the pro level?
I think her game is going to be next level. She's going to get better. She's going to cut down on some turnovers. But we all have to learn. There's nothing that me or Cheryl or Cooper or Annie, we weren't at our peak at 22 years old. It takes time to learn next level game. She'll be fine. She's smart. She wants to learn. She's got such a hunger. She's going to be fine.
How did you see her mesh with this whole group that you had?
She was great. She played a ton. She scored. She worked hard. I said to her, Harmoni, you can't quit on a play. Just defense. Offense is multiple actions. Defense is multiple effort. I said, you can hit with a screen and you stopped. You can't stop. I need your next effort. I need you to fight over. And she did. And it was in real time. I've never coached her before. She's great.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Locked on Women's Basketball is brought to you by Robinhood Gold. With Robinhood Gold, you can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on retirement contributions. The privileges of the very privileged are no longer exclusive. With Robinhood Gold, your annual IRA contributions are boosted by 3%. Plus, you also get a 4% APY on your cash on non-retirement accounts. That's over 8 times the national savings average. The perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive your 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. Rates subject to change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 per month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times the national average savings account interest rate claim is based on data from the FDIC as of November 18th, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC. Howard Megdal here, back with Locked On Women's Basketball. And here in segment 3, I want to talk about a trio. All right, so first of all, I'm going to talk about Dazia Lawrence. Dazia Lawrence had 9 points, was able to create her own shot, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Incredibly impressed with her two-way play. And you must understand how efficient she got in her senior year at Kentucky. 55% from 2, 39% from 3. She's always had that 3, but she was now taking 5.5 attempts per game from beyond the arc. Dazia can guard anyone 1 through 3. She's somebody, should hear her name called on draft night, see her in a camp, see what she's able to do. Lucy Olsen, we've talked a lot of Lucy Olsen here through the years. Her time at Villanova, she was able to be a complimentary player to Maddie Siegrist. She was able to be an elite first option for Denise Dillon in Villanova. She went to replace Caitlin Clark in the Iowa offense for Jan Jensen. How hard a task is that? Blows my mind. Well, so what did she do? She improved her three-point range. She shot 36% from 3. Her season at Iowa was the best that she put up there. Really efficient from 2, finishes at the rim, an incredible playmaker as well. Assist percentage of north of 30%. She was right up at 31. Does not turn the ball over very much. Lucy Olsen, and she's on our big board. Hunter Cruz, Emily Adler, Lincoln Schaefer have her number down. She's an excellent, excellent player. Talked to her about what she was able to show. And Diamond Johnson. All Diamond Johnson does is get to the rim and score at will. She was at 53.1% from 2 as a senior. She makes threes consistently. She has throughout wherever she's played. Rutgers, NC State, Norfolk State, doesn't matter. Really strong for a guard, rebounding. I don't know what's going to happen to Diamond Johnson. I spoke to several talent evaluators at the combine. The concern is the height. She's 5'5". The reach, the wingspan is only a couple inches larger than that. Is she big enough to do it? And then short of that, I think if she were a 45% three-point shooter, the way she was as a freshman throughout her career, people may feel differently about her than they do at 35%. But just an elite defender, her steal percentage north of 5% each of her final 2 years. Like, she just has a nose for the ball. I know it's a weird comparison to make, but she reminds me a lot of Dawn Staley as a player, right down to the Philly roots. People bet against Diamond Johnson at their peril. Anyway, we spoke to Diamond as well, someone I'm really interested in. So here's what you got from all of them. I'm Howard Megdal, and you're listening to Locked On Women's Basketball.
Here with Dazia Lawrence after an excellent game at both ends, again, reflecting the kind of player that you are. What were you hoping to show scouts in attendance today?
Just showing the player that I am, that I can play both sides of the floor, that I can really score the ball, be a team player, and be that energy player that any team needs.
You've been almost 40% from 3 this year, as high as 46 in the season. Do you see yourself as someone who's able to come into a WNBA team and play 1, 2, and 3?
For sure, for sure. My goal is to continue to learn, develop my game, and just be the best player that I could possibly be at any position.
What did you hear from teams you spoke to during this process?
Just continue to get better. Continue to get better. They're watching. Just do what I can do what I do. This All-Star game, and we'll be in contact soon.
Having Ann Meyers Drysdale on your staff, what was that like, and what did you learn from Annie?
She's amazing. She's been by my side this whole time. She's been lifting me up, encouraging me this whole time. So I appreciate all her kind words that she has for me. She's amazing. She's the best.
Dazia, thank you. Look forward to covering you in the next level. Here with the great Lucy Olsen. Terrific to see you out there today. What did you want to show scouts who were watching?
Yeah, I just wanted to show my hard work, my team play, and get the W. So, mission accomplished.
I have seen you be a leading scorer at multiple locations now. So, do you feel like you know and you can show a WNBA team you're prepared to shoulder whatever load they need from you?
Yeah, whatever they want me to do, I'll do it. I've had a lot of different opportunities, different roles on different teams. So, yeah, I'm lucky. I got to grow as a player last season. We had so many scorers that I didn't need to score every night. And it just helped me, grow as a player and a person, for sure.
What have you heard from teams you have spoken to about this process?
It's difficult. You got to keep working every time. Things might not go your way, but if you just keep working, eventually your dreams will come true.
And do you envision the moment? Do you let yourself think about what that night will feel like?
A little bit. I mean, I just hope it all works out. Yeah.
That sounds great.
First of all, what kind of an honor is it to be invited to this game and then to show out like you did today?
I mean, it's been an honor. I've been blessed. It's been a grateful experience. I mean, the opportunity was something that you just could not turn down. I mean, we got coached by legends. We playing amongst the greatest talents in college basketball. And we just came out here to showcase what we got. You know, draft is coming up. Everybody wants to play pro. So, I mean, this is a great experience, great time, and great space to do what we all been doing the whole year.
And what was it like working with Cheryl? I mean, she seems hype over there on the sideline.
She definitely gives that energy. I mean, that make us go, that make us play hard. I mean, she understands it. She used to play, and she know what it's like. You know, we're going to make mistakes. We're going to get frustrated, but she was really there coaching us and giving us confidence, and that probably was the best part of the experience, just be able to play with Coach Miller, Coach Coop, Coach Annie, Coach Baylor. I mean, it can't get no better than that. Like,
So you've heard from the future stars, from the legends. Again, just to wrap this up, I love that this All-Star game exists. They did an excellent job organizing it, putting it together. I think it could be in an even larger venue. They sold out at Hillsborough Community College. Really curious where they play it in Phoenix next year. But just terrific to see. Look, the broadcast was first rate. They had Monique Billings on the broadcast. She does an exceptional job, as you all know, because you've been seeing her here all over the past month. We'll see you soon in Golden State, Monique. That's all for today's show. We'll be back with you tomorrow. There's just a few things going on. Still gathering on everything that happened out of the Final Four this weekend. The WNBA draft coming next Monday. No rest for the weary, folks. I'm Howard Megdal. You've been listening to Locked On Women's Basketball. Have a wonderful Wednesday.
You are Locked On Women's Basketball, your daily podcast on women's basketball. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.